everybody. Welcome to a nighttime. Yes, you heard correctly. A nighttime or evening shade. No, that was a TV show with Burt Reynolds. Evening shave with Barber Dave. Traditionally, Mondays are kind of the errand days for barbers because we work on Saturdays usually. Sundays are for worship and the family. And then Mondays is when we run around like a chicken with our head cut off. To go to the bank, go to the post office, do everything we need to do. I had a bunch of errands all over our city today, and our city is about 75 miles wide by 75 miles long, and I was all over the place today. Plus, I did a little bit of shopping for myself, which you can see over on the Shaving Cadre forum. So I figured I'd come home, take a shower, get cleaned up, and do an evening shave. I don't do these very often, but just something to do. The only thing we're going to skip tonight is the talc because, well, there's really no point because I'm not going anywhere. It's already starting to get dark a little bit, so we're not going to worry about that. But what we are going to do is we're going to do what I call the budget quality shave, if that makes any sense. Unless you've lived under a shaving rock, or unless you've lived under a rock in general, there is a good chance that you've either tried or heard of this manufacturer and or importer, and you've probably used their stuff. It's very budget friendly, but the quality is very good, and they've got a very big depth of product. And that is, of course, I can't see without my glasses on, RazorRock. And we're going to be using their Santa Maria del Fiore. And this is named after a very, very huge landmark in Florence. And it's a church. And this is probably their premier soap. It's the only one that I'm aware of that they actually serve up in a very, very heavy glass. You drop this on the floor, you're going to break a toe. This is a very heavy duty. But still, it's inexpensive overall when you think about some of the stuff that comes in these heavy-duty glass bowls or bowl jars. And I can tell you, this is the exact same jar that the MDC used to come in. I can guarantee you that. As far as who makes the soap for RazorRock, we do know that it is made in Italy. I have my suspicions on who makes it, but due to copyright stuff and not wanting to get it wrong, I'm not sure who. But I think once you use the soap, you'll kind of get an idea who you think might make this for them. This is a very unique soap. It's a Colonia scent, but it is got some menthol in it. Sorry, Nurse Dave. But it's not a heavy menthol. It's cooling, but it's very citrusy. In fact, if I was to say what it smells like, would be lemons, limes, vanilla, and then, of course, the menthol. Very light, but very nice on the face. And as you can see, it lathers real easy, even when adding water to it. I'm going to be doing a DE shave today. The brush we're using is the Eric Sorrentino. Smatty you hear on the TSC. This is his Corleone, and as far as I know, that's the only one in existence. I don't know if he made any more before COVID hit. For our razor today, we're going to be using the Blackland Blackbird in titanium with a Wizamet blade, and I think there's 5 or 6 shaves on this Wizamet. Now I finally dialed this razor in, as it is a super aggressive DE. Probably the most aggressive DE, even for an open comb. This thing actually, believe it or not, is more aggressive than this. And it's also more aggressive than my British Aristocrat. It is a beast. It's not as aggressive as the, I think Fat Tip made one that was really aggressive. But once you get the feel for it, a lot of it's because of the titanium. It's so light, and you don't know whether you need to put too much pressure or not enough pressure. And it just took some time for me to get used to it. But now it's wonderful. And the Wizamet blade, to me, and I've tried it with every blade I have, feathers, Nassets, Gillette Blues, you name it. And the Wizamet, or the Pulse Silver Iridium, is really the same blade. Does wonderful. But you do have to be careful because this thing will bite you. I have not taken the calipers to see what the blade gap is. I think it's on Sean's website, but I just know it's pretty aggressive. The one thing about the Santa Maria del Fiore, it's got some, I guess for lack of a better term, what I would call like a bath bead in it. And the bath bead kind of ruptures when you start lathering, and it's really a neat feeling. And the menthol is very light. I mean, Nurse Dave, you might actually be able to get away with this on the soap end. I don't know if you get away with it on the aftershave end. So let's see if I not forget where I'm at. I had my production company, who I'm trying to get Dave to go to, gave me my script today, even though it was a nighttime shave. And so hopefully we'll be able to stay on script. Had a great Zoom call last night with all the folks from the TSC. If you've not joined the TSC yet, it's www.theshavingcadre.com. And it was probably one of the best Zoom calls we had. We had quite a number of people. As per norms, we solved all the world's problems and had a really good time. And we'd love to see you. We'd like to thank Bill, our brand new member, Bill M. He showed up, and we had a good time talking to him as well. And we got to see some friends that we hadn't seen in a while, and so it was nice. And I'm sure that Chad's probably going to be getting crap from people because he said he was going to be there, but I know that he was entertaining guests that he hasn't seen for a long time. So, Chad, you get a pass. We run these Zoom calls every 2 weeks. And they've turned out to be a blast. We also missed Finster, Jerry, but his daughter had just called from college. So, hey, we get that. One thing I've noticed about this soap, as you shave with it, the fragrance really starts to blossom as you're shaving. But yet the menthol does not get a lot more. And like I said, this is, I believe, I mean, I bought this quite a while ago, but I believe this is the most expensive set that RazorRock has, and I think the soap was like $19. I can't remember for sure, but it's a great soap, and it lasts forever. Very Martin DeCandre in feel, but as I said, I know that RazorRock has this made for them in Italy, and because they have a lot of neat stuff, and a lot of their soaps are $7, $8, $9. And it's good stuff. I know some people have kind of some people had shied away from it because they thought it was a subpar company, but their quality of their soaps is fantastic, and it's inexpensive. I mean, you can get their whole line for next to nothing. I mean, I would call it, this one I would call a tier 1 soap for sure. The rest of them probably mid-tier 2. Ah, I did it, Dave. I forgot. But I don't know if that was my production company or me just being off script. I forgot to do my fool's pass the right way. So that's it, 3 and out. Wonderful cooling at the end. A little bit of buffing. And there we go, another DS BBS shave. I wouldn't call that one a grail, but it's, let's say, G-. Once again, what we used today was the Blackbird, I'm sorry, not the Vector, the Blackbird TI with a Wizamet blade. And then the Santa Maria del Fiore by RazorRock. And we'll see how we did with the alum. Nada, zilch, zero. Those of you that did miss the Zoom call last night, missed the mosquito air show. We started out on the patio with the Zoom call, and then as it got darker, the mosquito squadrons came out and decided that, oh, look, fresh meat. So we ended up having to finish it up inside, and everybody got quite a hoot out of that. There's cucumber. So we hope everybody had a good Monday as they returned to work, or in my case, did my barber errands for the day. Halloween's our next big thing. And don't forget, we're going to be doing a Zoom call over at the TSC, so hopefully you'll join us. We'll clean the brush while we're finishing up. And again, we did the Sorrentino Corleone, and this is a multicolored, multi-pored brush, so it kind of looks different colors in the light. It's kind of cool the way Eric did that. Thank you, Eric. And for the aftershave, we'll be using again the RazorRock Santa Maria del Fiore, and I think again these are in these little whiskey flask bottles and inexpensive. Pretty good alcohol hit. Very Colonia. It's got that, like I said, lemons, limes, and vanilla is the uniqueness of this aftershave. And then we will be pulling on just a tad bit of EDP for tonight, and we're going to be using Acqua di Parma Colonia Intensa. And that's it. Well, guys, thanks for joining Barber Dave for a evening shave. Once again, please come and join us at theshavingcadre.com. That's www.theshavingcadre.com. And if you like what you see and you like to be reminded and like to do that, please subscribe. I'm not sure what side it's on, but look for the barber pole with the cowboy hat. And we hope to see you again real soon. Take care and enjoy the rest of your week.